Village of Hainesville regular board meeting will now come to order on Tuesday, May 8th, 2012 at 7:02 p.m. If everybody would please rise, and I'll lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Linda Soto.
Present.
Trustees Daranoski.
Here.
Kreis.
Here.
Duberstein.
Here.
Barrett.
Yep.
Daly.
Here.
And Washington.
Here.
Okay, and we have a full board. If we could have a motion for approval of tonight's agenda.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Trustees Daranoski.
Aye.
Kreis.
Aye.
Duberstein.
Aye.
Barrett.
Aye.
Daly.
Aye.
And Washington.
Aye.
At this time, we'll take public comments. Anybody that wishes to address the board should have submitted the form in the back to our clerk, Kathy Hessler. Any takers? The good news is, since we don't have a crowd, we'll have more cake for everyone. I would like to point out that we have a 2-quarter cake since we skipped our first quarter's cake because we only had one birthday, so we made up for it with the selection in this cake. And I think we'll pause so everybody can take a piece at this time, so everybody can enjoy cake, and then when we're going to have discussion on several items, at least people will be in good moods. So.
I'm sure we can have our cake and eat it too.
Okay, who's good at cutting cakes? Russell?
I cut cakes, I'm short. Do you have any?
Well, yeah.
Is that 2 of them? We can dump it in there.
Okay, we're back in focus after getting our cake, and I need a motion for approval of the omnibus vote agenda.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Trustees Daranoski.
Aye.
Kreis.
Aye.
Duberstein. Barrett.
Aye.
Daly.
Aye.
And Washington.
Aye.
Motion carried.
All right, we'll move on to reports and communications, starting with our village engineer, Greg Rowan.
Thanks, Mayor. The Misty Hill resurfacing project is currently out to bid. It's due May 17th. Then we'll be looking to approve this at the June board meeting and starting probably just after the 4th of July. As far as our IEPA loan program, Route 120 water main project, that actually is progressing on the omnibus agenda. You approved pay request number 1 from Berger Excavating for $82,638.90. We're actually going to be forwarding that approval down to the IEPA. IEPA will then cut us a check, and then once they give us the check to Hainesville, then we can in turn cut another check to Berger Excavating. We've obtained a permit to move the underground storage tank that we found along our water main route. That's scheduled to be removed May 15th. That's the earliest we could get the state fire marshal and the tank contractor coordinated to pull the tank. Once that's accomplished, then we can finish the water main project in its entirety. The loan documents, as were written, included a $6,800 contingency due to the UST issue and a little bit of background that we ran into in the auger pit. We're likely going to exceed that amount. I spoke to the IEPA, and they indicated that once the project is completed and we have all the known extras or change orders, that we can submit it to them. They'll review it and will likely increase our loan amount, although they would not give us any firm commitments.
Also, there's that big pile of dirt that you've got over in front of what is that, the resale store?
Use the mic pens.
Yeah, that was
the auger pit, is that what that big pile of dirt is over there in front of the resale store?
It was a bigger pile of dirt.
I know it was bigger, I know it was bigger, but
for whatever reason, when you dig a hole and you fill it back in, you always have something.
oh, I always have a little left over, it's like when you take the
That's going to be
yeah, I know.
a lot of time.
Okay.
As far as the Route 120, the school safety zone out there, we've submitted our final request to IDOT to install those LED flashing lights out there. I hope to hear from them shortly. And then as far as the water tower painting project, we submitted some renderings for you guys to make your decision as far as the colors to paint the water tower. And we're also scheduled to inspect the tank. We were hoping to do that last month, but the company with their remote operated vehicle had an issue with their ROV, so they had to send it to the ROV repairman, and it has since been fixed, and they will be out there next week.
Okay. And I talked to Terry Brown recently about some of our final selections, so I know he was going to move forward on narrowing that down for us. So.
Good.
Okay.
So right now you're saying that Burger is going to exceed $227,000,
That is correct.
and that's who's fault.
Not Burger necessarily, but aside from the underground storage tank issue,
Yeah.
that is what is going to put us over. And we're also going to put in, there's a different contractor who's actually doing the tank removal. We are hoping to get his costs also within this loan program.
So it's only for the underground tank
That we're going over.
That will go past the contingency, correct? But we're not done yet, so.
We're not, don't find anything else unless it's money down.
Will the interior inspection of the water tank interrupt service at all?
No, we will not.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Okay, we'll move on to our attorney, Jim Rock.
This month, we prepared several ordinances, policies, and procedures that now appear on the business part of this evening's agenda, and I'll be glad to answer any questions as we cover each of those items in the business agenda.
How was your drive to Springfield? Was there a lot of construction?
Yes, there was. And it was flat and straight. There's no corn in the fields yet, so it's pretty...
Well, you were driving at night, because there's a lot of corn.
Public Works Superintendent, Jeff Gately. And if you see Jeff leave a little early before the end of the meeting, he is leaving to attend a concert later on this evening. So, but I think we'll be able to cover all the Public Works business before you leave, so.
Thank you very much. I am happy to report there are a lot of things going on in the village right now. A lot of the wetland areas, landscape beautifications, entrance weeding, that sort of stuff is currently being done. I've got a nice stack of work orders. The work orders are going relatively smoothly. There's a couple of kinks that we're working out, but so far, so good. We're also having some landscaping done next door. They are putting in, they've taken out some of the old junky bushes in front of the Public Works building and putting in knockout roses on either side, some junipers on the south side of the building. That should hopefully be done by the end of the week. I also have in my possession 3 fountains and 1 aerator that are going to be put throughout the village. I know this is something we've been trying to do for several years. Our electrical contractor, Eric Christensen, is meeting me tomorrow, and we are going to install the electric for the one here at the Village Hall. So if all goes well, our first fountain should be in by the end of this week and operational here at the Village Hall.
Could we use those to collect coins to help our village residents?
Why not? They do come with a nice little float
Make a
band,
wish.
so you can toss
I think it's a great idea. I'd like to point out for the record, too, that when the fountains got removed from the new budget that we just accepted and approved, that creatively there was some money found remaining in the budget, so that's how these fountains were purchased. Other work had not been done, and it was decided that this was more of a priority, so.
Yeah, and I want to say with all of the fountains purchased together, we saved about 12% off the total cost for our local road equipment. So
Thank
it
you,
worked out
Jerry.
very well.
Jerry DeBruin, we're thanking.
Yes, thank you, Jerry. That's about all I've got at the moment.
Okay,
Thanks.
all right. Well, I can tell you that Jeff has been outside a lot, and he has been put on a lot of miles on the mower already. He's been mowing since March, and I don't think ever really stopped.
Unfortunately, no, but that's a good thing.
Yes, it is. It is. Okay, with that, we'll move on to our building official, Russ Fraley, who's been very busy.
Yes, I've been very busy. Everybody's got the monthly report. Did a good job doing permits last month. I've designed a new form and a new warning notice. I started this morning going out. I don't know the exact count. I did, I don't know, 25 or so warning tickets to people who have extra long grass and weeds. We're going to be vigilant about that this year. We've been a little bit lax in the past, but we're going to pursue these people. So I'll just let everybody know now, cut your grass, trim your weeds. That's all I have for now.
Okay, Russ, thank you. Our EMA coordinator, Mike Benko, is not here tonight, but I do want to add that our next meeting, the second meeting of this month, in lieu of a regular board meeting, our board meeting will entirely focus on a table-type exercise, which Mike Benko has put together. I've been privy to some of the planning on that. I think it's going to be a very useful and eye-opening exercise for the board. We've asked that not only the board, but the staff members, of course, participate as well. And while it still remains a public meeting, because of it is a tabletop exercise, the public will not be allowed to participate or ask questions during the event when we're doing the exercise. If somebody wants to express comments or questions afterwards, that's fine, or contact us afterwards. And in the future, we'll move on to another level where we'll do a more full-blown exercise, and then we'll ask for residential volunteers to play certain roles, because there are times where, of course, you certainly do have residents and business owners that show up with questions or great concerns of what's going on. So I think that's going to be time very well spent. Our treasurer, as I said earlier, is at a college event with her high school son. So I'll let Jerry cover any notes from her under the finance report. We'll move on to our village clerk, Kathy Metzler.
Thank you. I'd like to, again, thank everybody for the card and for dinner from Tames. It came at a perfect time after my surgery. All business licenses have been completed, except there's just a few that have not been delivered. I delivered a few, and then the mayor has done the majority of them for me, which has been helpful. Roseanne Stark, who's the deputy, mailed out a lot of sponsorship letters last week, and I forget the number she mailed out, but it was, 300 and something,
For Hainesville Fest, yeah.
For Hainesville Fest. So she did that, and then Roseanne and I attended a seminar at the Civic Center today, and I do have handouts for the chairperson of finance, and I'll give it to Jerry and Kelly.
What was the topic?
There was, we had ordinances, proclamations, resolutions, and that was very interesting. We had an attorney from there. Then Mike Peterson and Brian from Round Lake Beach did finance on budgets and things. I will also copy.
Mike Peterson from Grace Lake.
Okay, Village Hall. And then we had Chris Gentes come and talk about legislative updates. And then there was organization in the afternoon.
Organizing yourself,
Thank you.
Your desk?
Your desk and your all on Outlook. So it was interesting. So I do have handouts for numerous people that I will put in everybody's box. And that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to the mayor's report.